안녕하세요. 호라이즌 제로던 3일 호라이즌 포비든 웨스트 3일차 시작해 보겠습니다. 서브퀘 아 이거 도박 아니야?
Hey, Roy. Come for that beer after all, eh? Here, sit
아, 아니구나.
down. Get a pint in her hand. Wasn't expecting you to swing by.
Since when do I do what's expected?
There's that spark. Fire and spit.
Fire and spit.
That's a blast from the bellows. Won't fix the forge, but at least I can forget about my troubles for a while.
Like what?
Well, things aren't as bad since you got this place running again. But we still got Olvin grating the gears about his concession decree. If you don't put that down, I'll come over there and show you how that game ends. Anyway, right now, I'm just worried about those refugees out from Sunfall. To come all this way enduring Forge knows what.
Yeah, I saw. They won't let anyone up the old trailhead southwest of here.
And therein lies the problem. A Stormbird crashed up on the cliffs last week, and Talon Cleanbrokers had his eye on the salvage ever since. But the refugees have barred entrance. Mustn't interrupt their sun-scorched ritual. Something about finding a twilight path.
Huh. Never heard them talk about that before.
Yeah, well, these particular Shadow Karja are an odd bunch. But overall, they're peaceful folk. Not that it matters to Talon. He'll crack some heads to get to that salvage. Maybe you could swing by, convince him to set up camp somewhere else?
So the bristlebacks in the Daunt.
아
You're a pig. Blasted things, those bristlebacks. They just showed up one day, rampaging around the valley like they exploded out of a forge. Lost some good people. But bless the bellows, you cleared them out and got this place working again. That put a dent in Olvin's plans. Now, if only there was some way to smash them all together and run them out of town.
But how could bristlebacks in the Daunt help Olvind?
2 words. Concession decree. Since no one knows where the bristlebacks came from, Olvind has taken to blaming the Karja for them. He's hoping to dig up enough old resentments to get a strike going until the concession's signed. This is just his latest attempt. He's been trying to rile up the workers since the day he rolled into town.
About that. I think the bristlebacks came out of Olvin's old mine.
Now there's a spark that could light a fire. Can you prove it?
I'm working on it.
By the forge. Grab my ear if you nail it down.
울분드는 그냥 궁극의 적이야. 여기서도 문제고 저기서도 문제야.
I thought you'd be back in Freeheap.
오래 살겠다.
After the big battle at Meridian, I went back. But realized it was running smooth. Didn't need me. Heard about the rebuilding out at Barren Light. Figured they could use another hammer. Been scraping by ever since.
You could always leave.
And go back east? Nah. I ain't one to leave a lit forge. Besides, someone's gotta be a squeaky wheel for the workers around here.
What else can you tell me about the Shadow Karja refugees?
Well, they don't call themselves Shadow Karja for one. At least, not anymore. They're some other brand of sun-crazed. But whatever side of the sun they're on, they're peaceful through and through. Don't seem to want for nothing except a place to live, pray, and just enough food to keep from starving.
So they're just camped outside by a trail, blocking entry to a wrecked Stormbird, waiting for what exactly?
Don't rightly know, but I'll tell you this. Should they ever wise up and salvage it, a Stormbird heart is worth a lot. And if they get there first, then by Ostrom law, it's theirs. Not that Tolan Cleanbrokers ever lost sleep over any law breaking.
So about Olvend.
Around here, everything's about Olvend.
How'd he end up in
그니까.
charge?
He got here early, like a squirrel smelling a fat nut. He knew rebuilding Barren Light would need stone and timber. So he jangled purses all over Mainspring, getting investors to front claims on anything in the Daunt that might be worth a damn. Thing is, all the bankers back home know that this is Karja land, and the Sun King can revoke those claims at any time. That's why he's desperate for the magistrate to sign off on a concession decree.
This concession decree, what is it exactly? And how would it help Olvend?
It's pig diddle, that's why.
A writ that would put all Osram claims in the Daunt under Osram law, even though they're on Karja land. It would mean that any existing ore, stone, and timber claims couldn't be revoked by the Karja. No more risk, no more hesitation for investors back in the claim to pour in the shards and expand their business. And since Olvend has a stake in all those claims, it would make him richer than a scrapper in a junk heap. Not to mention Chainscrape would become an Osram municipality, so he could buy enough votes to call himself an elderman. He's a sly old badger, I'll give him that. Figures if he keeps up the pressure, eventually the magistrate will sign.
Who is this Tolland Cleanbroker?
Just some chuff-huffing pondsman. Got a shop here in town. Lived in Chainscrape since there was a Chainscrape. He and Ulvin go back a ways. Like a pair of coals and a campfire, those two.
So Tolland works for Olvend?
Ha! Ulvin might think so, but Talon scrapes up his own scams. And he ain't the type to let a few refugees get between him and Stormbird salvage.
Well, if I'm up that way, I'll talk to the refugees. Try to convince them to move.
Much appreciated. They have it rough. Don't need Talon making it rougher.
Petra said Tolland has a shop here in Chainscrape. I could have a word with him first.
Almost ready to go?
잠깐. 일단 아이템을 좀 팔아야 될 것 같아요. 업그레이드도 좀 하고. 나 지금 뭐 끼고 있는 거 있나? 특별.
What will you choose?
비교. 별 차이 없는 것 같은데? 이거 별론 것 같은데 굳이 업그레이드를 해야 되나? 그런 생각이 드네요. 포션. 포션 말고 주머니. 주머니를 강화합시다. 뿔도마뱀, 거위. 폭탄 가방.
So you got a lucky planet that needs fixing, huh?
I'll have you know, this here hammer got a
이거 코일을 넣었다가 뺐다가 할 수가 있나? 모르겠다. 전작에선 됐던 것 같은데. 된다.
my bad. First gig out of the claim. Never go anywhere without it.
Boy, less stomping, more
Move those
looking,
feet.
huh?
I'm sorry, I'll be right with you.
Uh,
Okay, I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I'm saying it's overkill.
It's a weapon. Kill is the point.
Not if it blows the user's arm off. Oh, just stop talking.
그거 내 건데?
Where are we? Ah,
나한테 딱 좋은 건데?
so, you look like someone who's always searching for a new weapon.
Yep.
Am I right?
actually,
But you're just nuts. I'm with a customer.
I'm not a customer.
I got it. Triple the powder. It'll blow a strider sky high. Ba-boom. One shot kill. Guaranteed.
마음에 들어.
Maybe I am.
Then you are in the right place at the right time, Red. How would you like to be the proud owner of the world's first machine-enhanced,
Explosive. Done in one. Machine wrecking.
yet perfectly safe, javelin thrower?
Are you two from around here?
Nah, the claim. Dad sent us out west in search of some unknown opportunity. Said we'll know it when we see it.
Sounds like you had other ideas.
Let's just say that opening another trading post for my parents isn't how I want to make my mark in this world. I imagine traveling alone must be nice.
So she's your partner?
My apprentice and my sister. She's why we're out here. There was an incident. Another incident.
Involving explosives?
Ba-boom.
And Dad's precious Andrew. He shipped us out the next day.
Huh. Tell me more about this weapon of yours.
Saw a scroll when I was a kid by some Karja scholar who wandered out west. Had a scary drawing of a Tenakth warrior hunting with a kind of javelin thrower. Effective? Yes. Basic? Undoubtedly. But coming out here made me remember it. And I'm on the brink of vastly improving the tool's archaic design.
Whereas I will perfect it.
I can use machine parts to enhance the user's throw, increase the projectile's velocity. Well, Boomer here is adamant that enhancing the projectile is better. Mainly with explosive tips.
Boomsticks.
Why not both?
That could work. There's one small snag. I need the parts to make the first working model.
가져다
For
줄게.
starters, I'll need charger horns. Intact.
Yeah,
뿔?
that. Just be sure to shoot them off before the machine goes down. Otherwise, they break. But the real innovation, and keep it to yourself, is a fang horn rib.
There's a mean one east of here. Blow it sky high.
Boomer! You get him for me. It's yours. My treat.
You have a deal.
굿딜. 이거 먼저 하자. 새 무기를 주니까. 붐.
I could get around faster if I find a charger to override. I can override one of these chargers. I have to go on quiet so I don't spook the herd.
쟤 먼저 잡아야 되겠다.
Can
이
get
새끼.
to override machines from progress. Just need to find one.
못 잡겠네. 너무 많은데? 한 마리 어그로 끌면은 다 달려드는 거 아니야? 뭐 알아서 하고 있어. 나한테 어그로 끌리는 거 아니니까.
Shoot off the horns. Have to try again.
잘했다 야. 어? 뿔. 안 돼! 뿔 떨어뜨렸나? 아이고, 샤드드네.
Good, fill up like hand.
뿔 2개 날리지 않았나? 그렇지. 어디까지 가?
I should have enough charger horns.
일단 완료.
Just need a rib from that fang horn they were talking about.
놓아줄게. 왔네? 다시? 죽을라고?
Find a cauldron to learn how to override machines. 어디가? 와, 뭐야? 아, 나 그런 건 몰랐지. 아, 미리 알려줬어야지. 불 붙는다고.
알려줬으면 피했지. 뿔. 깼나? 아, 갈비뼈?
I'll keep some extra on hand.
제 팽원 아닙니까? 갈비뼈가 어딨지?
This'll be over quick with frost ammo. 갈비뼈? 갈비뼈.
퀘스트 장소로 가야 될 것 같은데요?
Boomer said that fanghorn should be nearby. There's the fanghorn. Gonna have to take it down to get its rib.
아, 얜 또 뭐야? 튀어! 으악! 아, 뭐야?
Down it goes. Should be able to harvest its rib.
이게 갈비뼈. 그렇지.
Got everything I need for Della and Boomer. Now, to see about that weapon of theirs.
아싸, 무기. 그리고 아까 초록색이 보였죠? 그린 샤인이었던가? 바닥에 뭐 있다. 근데 부품을 떼면은 그냥 사방팔방으로 그냥 날아가 버리네. 줍기 힘들게. 그냥 시체에 껴있으면 안 되나? 맛있겠다. 나도 좀 주라.
Sure. In a good way, there's a cargo here.
아, 눈치 빠르네. 성공.
I'll have use for these soon enough. I should dismount.
Be welcome, Elrath.
아, 제발.
It's you. The machine hunter that bailed out the Karja.
Never heard it put that way before.
What do you want?
Heard you've been hassling refugees up by the cliffs.
Yeah, well, you heard wrong. There's salvage up there. A Stormbird. Nailed it myself with a harpoon here in town. Not an easy shot if I do say so myself. It clipped its wing. And it crashed into the old tower up there. Killed it quick. Yeah, so if anyone's hassling anyone, it's the Shadow Karja filth that's blocking the way up to my claim.
And you're ready to crack some skulls to get to it?
No need. It's a raggedy bunch. Probably all starved before I have to lift a finger.
We'll see about that.
Oh yeah, we will, won't we? Now shop's closed to Karja lovers. On your blasted way.
See you up in it.
가져왔다.
I know that look. You've got all the parts, haven't you?
Here you go.
내놔.
Outstanding. I only need a few minutes to finish the prototype.
I'll take the version that won't blow my arms off. Thanks. Hi.
So did you blow up any machines to get the parts? Or any bandits?
You really like explosions, huh?
Here we go.
With the boomsticks?
Oh, you betcha.
Is it safe?
Probably.
Can I have one? No! Aw.
Cause we're gonna make you something even better.
Ba-boom!
붐. 먼 거리에서도 적에게 명중하는 강력한 투사체를 날립니다. 던지고 다시 회수 가능하나? 응? 앉아서는 못 쓴다. 궤도가 바뀌네? 별로 안 날아가는데요? 별론데? 실망인데?
Something's up.
로드킬.
No, that's not.
와, 짱 빠르다. 여기 왔던 곳 같은데? 저번에?
Them shadow cards are taking a
People are under
beating.
attack.
Hey! You up there! Aren't you gonna help?
Not my job. I'm just here to keep an eye on things for chain scrape.
이씨. 어? 돌 맞았어. 씨.
Not looking good, folks.
죽고 싶어. 내가 죽겠다. 와. 무빙 봐.
Might as well call it quits.
깜짝이야. 써볼까?
Not looking good, folks.
와. 무슨 씨. 피다는 게.
Grab this on the go.
Might as well call it quits.
말이 안 되네.
More machines on their way. Get to safety. I'll handle the rest.
Go, Lakasha. I'll help the Nora.
You know, even if you kill
닭을 맞는다. 닭을 맞아. 야, 치사하다. 3대1은. 와. 잘 쏜다잉.
always wanted to see the savior of Meridian in action.
That's the last of them. Better check on the refugees.
Guess who knows, though?
Looking up for that.
금빛 꽃송이 먹었나? 먹었네.
Is it bad, Lukasha?
Shh, now. Everything will be fine.
Is everyone okay?
Bruised, but not buried. Our order will live to see another day.
Are you sure about that?
We're no strangers to hardship, Nora. We've crossed half the Sundom with no more than the clothes on our backs. And as soon as our Sun Priest returns, our path will be clear. For now, we wait.
Well, you're better off waiting somewhere else. Your people need shelter. There's a town east of...
Chainscrape. Yes. We know of it. Savohar says it's not suitable for us.
Who?
Our Sun Priest. Our order has made it this far thanks to his guiding light.
Okay, and where is this Savohar?
He went up to the tower to meditate 3 days ago, and he won't come down until the sun shows him the way to our new home. The fallen storm bird is an omen, he said. And of course, it must be.
I see. And how long do you plan on waiting for him?
Until he returns. He will return. He must.
You're Shadow Karja, aren't you?
We are the Order of Twilight.
The difference being...
When the usurper Avad killed his father, we fled with the Karja in shadow to Sunfall. Our lives there were difficult. Savohar saw our misery, lifted us up, protected us from the corrupt priests and heartless kestrels. When their rule ended, Savohar led us from the Shadowlands. The long night ends, and the setting sun will lead us to salvation, he said. And so he named us the Order of Twilight. We journeyed west in search of a better life.
Why didn't you go back to Meridian?
Avad is a patricide. We will not kneel to the likes of him. We must walk in twilight to our new home. Savohar will lead us there.
Uh-huh. Your priest, Savohar. You said he's been up there 3 days?
His meditation can't be rushed.
So he does this often? Meditating for days on end?
Well,
It doesn't usually take this long. But he will guide us through. He always has. We have faith.
Sure. But shelter looks like a more pressing concern. There's an Oseram in Chainscrape, Tolland. He wants the Stormbird up there.
Yes. He was here just yesterday. A very unpleasant man, even by Oseram standards. He made all manner of threats. But we will not be intimidated.
That's all well and good, but he's got friends. Sooner or later, his whole gang will show up.
Savohar will come through. He always does. We just need to give him more time.
You're out of time, Lakasha. You need to consider packing up and—
We won't leave him. And we won't let others disrupt his meditation.
Well, they're going to try. Look at yourselves. Those machines nearly wiped you out. And Oseram thugs are watching you, just waiting to strike. You're in danger here. You need to grab Savohar and get out.
Our situation. This is the worst we've endured. I know we cannot stay here, but without Savohar to guide us, I don't...
Let me up there. And I'll convince him it's time to move on.
But his meditation... If he hasn't received his vision, he won't follow.
At least let me check on him. If he's been up there for days.
Yes. Yes, that is sensible, I suppose. Please, be careful. The trail up to the tower's falling apart. Savohar is strong, but it could not have been an easy climb.
It rarely is.